Myself Mamta. I'm going to teach you the engineering mathematics of the fourth semester. So the subject we have, that is a complex analysis, probability and statistical methods. So we have to first see the syllabus of the first modulo, that is modulo 1, calculus of the complex functions and construction of the analytic functions. So first we have to take the review of the functions of the complex variable, limits, continuity and differentiability. And then we have the analytical functions. In the analytical function we have the topic, that is Cauchy-Riemann equations in both Cartesian and polar forms, and the properties and construction of the analytical function, and based on that we have a problems. In the construction of the analytical function we have only the Milne-Thomson method, and based on that method we have some problems on the method of the Milne's method. So that is the topic of the first module, that is of the calculus of the complex functions and construction of the analytical function. And the second module is conformal transformation and complex integration. So in the conformal transformation and complex integration we have the topics, those are, in the conformal transformation we have the topic, that is introduction part and the discussion of the transformations. Those are w equals to z square, w equals to e raised to z, w equals to z plus 1 by z. In the w equal to z plus 1 by z, z should not be equal to 0. And then we have a topic, that is bilinear transformations. In that we have some example on that topic. And the next topic of the second module is line integral of the complex functions. In the line integral of the complex function we have the subtopics, those are Cauchy's theorem and Cauchy's line integral formula, and based on that we have some examples. So that is our modulo 2. And next we have the modulo 3. So in the modulo 3 we have the probability distribution. So in the probability distribution we have a subtopics, that is random variables. In the random variables we have a discrete and continuous, and the probability mass and density function. So next topic is binomial and Poisson's distributions. In both we have examples based on binomial and Poisson's distribution. And third topic is exponential and normal distributions. So those are the topics come under in the probability distribution. So next we having the fourth module. In the fourth module we have a content, that is a curve fitting and statistical methods. So in the curve fitting and statistical methods we have a subtopics, those are in the curve fitting by the method of least squares, fitting the curves of the form y equal to x plus b, y equal to x raised to b, and y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. And next one is correlation. So correlation curl Poisson's coefficient of correlation and rank correlation, that is without repetition, and based on that we have some problems. And next regression analysis and lines of regression, and based on that we have examples to simplify. That is the fourth module. And next one is fifth one. In the fifth module we have a joint probability distribution and sampling theory. So the subtopics will be in the joint probability distribution for the two discrete random variables, expectation and covariance. And next one is introduction of the sampling distributions, and then standard errors, type 1, type 2 errors. And next one is hypothesis testing of a sampling distributions for a single mean, students tree distribution, chi-square distribution as a test of goodness of the fit. So these are the topics of the module of 5, and this is our entire syllabus of the fourth semester engineering mathematics. So there is complex analysis, probability and statistical methods. So in this semester I am going to handle you the module 1, that is calculus of the complex functions and construction of the analytical functions. So in the complex functions, first we have to see what is the complex function. So in the first module, so we have a topic, that is calculus of complex functions. Calculus of complex function. First we see some basic concepts of the complex. Basic concepts. First we have to discuss some basic concepts. So in that, the first, generally we denote the complex number in terms of a z, that having a form x plus iy, where x is a real part, y is an imaginary part. This is the complex number in the Cartesian form. Cartesian form of a z. Cartesian form means in terms of x and y. Similarly, we can indicate a z also as r into cos theta plus I into sin theta. That is Cartesian, this one is Cartesian form and this one is polar form of a complex number. And here we know that cos theta plus I sin theta can be written as cis theta. That is, we can indicate the cos theta plus I sin theta. And next we have the modulus of the z is indicated by modulus of z is indicated by mod z equal to square root of x square plus y square, that is also equal to r. And amplitude of z, amplitude of z equal to amp z equal to tan inverse of y by x equal to theta. So that is amplitude of the z. And we also indicate the conjugate of a z. Conjugate of z. Conjugate of z is equal to, indicated by this symbol, that is equal to x minus iy. That is called conjugate of a z. And also we have some indications, e raised to I theta equal to, e raised to I theta equal to cos theta plus I sin theta, and also e raised to minus I theta is equal to cos theta minus I sin theta, and e raised to I theta plus e raised to minus I theta by 2 equal to cos theta, and e raised to I theta minus e raised to minus I theta by 2 equal to sin theta. And also we have some important notes. Those are the cos of I theta equal to cos h theta, sin of I theta equal to I sin h theta. And we have also studied the De Moivre's theorem. De Moivre's theorem states that De Moivre's theorem states that cos theta plus I sin theta whole raised to n equals to cos n theta plus I sin n theta, where n is any real, where n is a real number. So these are some basic concepts those we have studied in your previous sections, either in PU or in by your previous semesters. So here the basic concepts of these will be help us to understanding the further topics. Here the z equal to x plus iy is a Cartesian form, z equal to r of cos theta plus I sin theta. So we can also write it in the form, we can also write the note 2, that is z equal to r of cos theta plus I sin theta. We can also write it as r into e raised to I theta, because e raised to I theta can be written as cos theta plus I sin theta. And also e raised to minus I theta equal to cos theta minus I sin theta. And the mod z equal to root x square plus y square is indicated by r, and amplitude of the z indicated by theta equal to tan inverse of y by x. And the conjugate of z equal to x minus iy. And we have the two formulas of the sin and cos, that is the cos theta equal to e raised to I theta plus e raised to minus I theta by 2, and sin theta equal to e raised to I theta minus e raised to minus I theta by 2. And cos of I theta equal to cos h theta, Sine of I theta equal to I sin h theta. And we have also the one of the important theorem, that is the De Mor's theorem. De Mor's theorem states that the cos theta plus I sin theta whole raised to n equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta, where n is a real number. These are some basic concepts those we have studied in our previous sections.